Welcome to Heal with Astrology's video, How to Read a Natal Chart. This video is part of an e-course series called What's Your Sign, which is going to be looking at the Sun, Moon, and Ascendant through all 12 zodiac signs. In this video, we'll focus on reading the chart, and in the following videos of the series, we'll focus on interpreting what you've read in the chart. So to start, what we want to do is look for the symbol for the Sun, which is right here. It's a large circle with a smaller circle inside of it. Now we want to find the sign that the Sun is in. And in order to find that, we look to the exterior edge of the circle. See, all along here. Now we want to look directly behind the Sun. And what we'll find is that there are two borders here. Within these two borders, we have this zodiac sign, which is Aquarius. So now we know the Sun is in Aquarius. Now we want to look to see what house the Sun is in. And in order to find that, we look into the interior of the circle, in the center of the circle here, where you see all of these triangles that look like pieces of pie. There are 12 triangles in total, and each of them represents a different house. So again, we look for the boundaries or the borders. One here, and one here. Anything within those borders, this triangle here, is in this house. And in this case, it's the fourth house, which you can see by the small number 4 that sits at the center of the circle. So now we know the Sun is in Aquarius in the fourth house. Now let's do the same for the Moon. The Moon in the chart is represented by a crescent, like this. So that's where the Moon is. Now we want to find out what sign it's in. And in order to see that, again, we look to the outer edge of the circle. And we look for those boundaries. So one boundary here and one boundary here. Again, everything between these two boundaries is in this zodiac sign, which is Gemini. So the Moon is in Gemini. And now we want to find out what house it's in. And in order to find that, we look to the interior of the circle, the inside of the circle. And again, find those boundaries. One there. And one here. And then we look to the very, very center of the circle, and we see, well, not quite the very center, but very close to it. We see a number right there, the 8th house. So these lines mark the 8th house, and the Moon is in those lines. So the Moon is in Gemini in the 8th house. Now the other thing we're going to be looking at in this series is the Ascendant. So let's find that in the chart. And it's right over here. It's always in the same place. It's always on the left-hand side of the chart, exactly halfway down. And the Ascendant is a little different in that it's marked by a single line. Right there. And the reason it's marked by a line is that it represents the eastern horizon when you were born. So your Ascendant is the sign that was on the eastern horizon when you were born. So now we want to find what sign that's in. And in order to see that, we look again to the borders. So one border here and one border here. As you can see, the line is between these two borders and therefore is in this zodiac sign, which is Libra. Thanks for watching.